What up, y'all? It's your boy back again. And hit the like, hit the subscribe button. It's your boy, the Hood Nerd. Red Pill Talk, back at you with another video. And we gotta ask the question, a serious question. How is it that we're supposed to solve crime and lower the violence in the communities when the community itself is harboring all of the criminals? When they refuse to tell who the criminals are. See, the second one of their relatives decides to do one of these shootings, then we get I'm not saying nothing. I'm not turning nobody in. Okay, fine then. They'll say, let the police do their job. The same police, they want to come right back to you and say, let's defund the police because we don't really need them. So again, we continue to have wolves preying on sheep. You continue to have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-year-old children growing up in this environment where you can't help but to suffer from PTSD. And yes, the video is alarming, but I just want you to hear what the woman is saying who's filming all of this. Because they love to have their cameras out when all of this is going on to become a famous superstar on social media just for a day. But this is an adult, someone's mother. Listen to it.
Laundromat and they get the shooting in here. This is, they just check on y'all people right here on, what Laundromat gonna call off. Check on y'all peoples.
And listen, check on y'all peoples. That's black women's favorite line. Hey, y'all check on y'all peoples. Check on what? Okay, they hurt. Who did it? Well, I ain't trying to get involved in it. I don't want to be a part of this. That's their favorite line. I don't really want to be a part of this. So again, if they're not going to help solve the issue, then the community will not turn these savages into the police to get them off the streets. How are we supposed to solve any of this? Now, I'll tell you exactly why they don't want any of this solved. The Reverend Jesse Jacksons, the Farrakhan's, the Tamika Mallory's, the My Sons, the Black Lives Matter, the Sean Kings, they don't want to deal with this issue because the second you deal with this issue, again, I keep going by the same point that I continue to make. Less black on black crime, less police presence in the community, less police brutality situations will arise, less money for Black Lives Matter and Sean King and everyone else who's eating off of this. See, they make a boatload of money off the deaths of us and just off the black on black crime. But they'll tell you black on black crime is a myth. It doesn't exist. But how is it that we can continue to sit here? And I want you to see this video to his children in this laundromat. And I want you to hear the woman say, at least they came in here and got what they got. At least they came in here and got the person they was trying to get. Okay, you came and got the person you was looking for. But little children just saw somebody get gunned down in front of their face. They can't unsee that. What does that now do to that child? Those children who saw that? Maybe one it won't affect. Maybe a couple it's going to affect tremendously. And maybe the other, maybe a boy or something sees it. And maybe he likes the power and the feeling of seeing somebody with that type of power. And maybe he wants to engage in this activity now. But let's continue listening.
Please check on y'all peoples. This is fucking crazy. Check on y'all peoples. I'm at the Laundromat on Madison and Carlisle. This is crazy. Literally. Joe, this is crazy. I don't want to put nobody family on here. All I'm saying, check on your.
She don't want to put nobody family on here, but you filming people's face. Why you doing this?
Y'all peoples, Madison and Karloff, they just shot somebody in here. This is crazy. I'm never coming to the laundromat. Thank God. I gotta wash and dry when I move. This is crazy.
So I'm never coming to the laundromat. I gotta wash and dry it when I move. Why are you in there? You either in there washing clothes or you went in there to be nosy and film all of this.
Check on y'all peoples, please. I don't want to have this man on my live like that. But Madison and Carlisle, a boy just got shot. He looked young. I. This is crazy.
Now, why is she filming it if she don't want him on the live like that? Now, you probably got these two women in this video calling the cops. But when the police come and ask questions, that's the one thing I'm going to tell you. Everybody going to say, I didn't see it. I don't know who did it. And again, they're going to keep saying that because what? These are these women's sons. These are these women's nephews. These women birthed this. I keep telling you, it's just one question you have to keep asking yourself over and over and over and over and over again. Is it nature or is it nurture? We know it's not nature and we know it's not poverty because other cultures live the same, they make the same amount of money that we have. It's more impoverished white people than it is impoverished black people in this country. And you just don't see this type of violence in their communities, not on a day-to-day basis, not like this. So we know already it's not nature. So we know what it is already. It's nurture. And since once again, to the tune of 75 to 80% of all black mothers with children are single, then we know who nurtured them. So again, all I'm asking for is, when do you want to step to the front of the line, hold your hand up and say, okay, this is what I have created. That's all I'm waiting for.
They shot like 13 motherfucking times. This is crazy. Somebody, and the police still ain't here. This is fucking crazy. Check on y'all people.
Now, you hear this? The police still not here. But any other time, why y'all over here? See, I told you, these people in these communities are half crazy. And it's why I can't really sit down and hold too many conversations with them. Because this is what they're trying to tell you over and over and over and over and over again. We don't need police. We can police our own communities, defund the police. All they do is beat up our boys and all. Police didn't do this. And the second this happens, what's your natural reaction? Call the police. I really don't think these communities really understand what their communities would look like if they actually defunded the police. I hope they do defund the police, though, so these people can get exactly what they're looking for.
People, Madison and Carlo, he just got shot. Literally. I don't know, did he just run in here? He was who? He was washing. Y'all need to let me the fuck up out of here. I ain't even finna phone my bro. Is my brother still right there? Bro, I'm not even finna phone my shit. I'm almost done. I'm taking my shit and put it in the bag.
Now, listen to that language. But again, it's somebody's mother. And she wanted to let you know, I'm moving, I'm getting out of here. So again, you got all these people trying to get out of these neighborhoods because they terrified of it. But they want the police to maneuver around in these neighborhoods and not be on high alert. It's just how plumb dumb a lot of these people are in these communities. It's a lot of backwards ass logic going on around here.
Check on y'all people. Madison and Carlisle, baby. This is crazy. I never seen no shit like this in my life. This is crazy. Lord, pray for Chicago. This is crazy.
Now, again, these are a lot of people looking for attention because the neighborhood she's talking about, they shooting over there and tearing up the west side in the Austin neighborhood on a day-to-day, hour-by-hour basis. People are getting shot and murdered on a regular basis over there. Then they say, I never seen nothing like this. But then you have to take a lot of these people pre-social media and they'll tell you, no, Chicago never been this bad. And they'll show you and say, look, he's 600 homicides. And then you show them the late 80s, early 90s, and then they start to see 900 homicides a year. And I didn't know it was this bad. It's always been this bad. But again, when you're involved in all this debaucherous behavior, when you're young, you don't really think this is going on because at that point, when you're young, you're the wolf preying on the sheep. So you're fine with it. It's not until you leave this life alone and become a little older and you have your own children that you're trying to protect that you actually start to pay attention to what's going on around you. Now you care about the value of a life. But guess what? You've raised all of these gremlins now. And they running them up. And there's nothing you can do to stop it now.
I'm all up under the motherfucking table. I'm finna get out of here. Y'all go to police? I'm finna get out of here. This is crazy. I was just folding my clothes. I'm up under the motherfucking table. Up under the table. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. This is it. Like, I ain't even finna fold my shit. Like, now these police. Now the police. This is crazy. I'm up under this little ass table right here, y'all. Up under this table. Scared.
Now look, it's a boy or young man bleeding out, fighting for his life. She want to give you play-by-play of what she was doing because they always want the attention on them. We come from a culture of narcissistic mothers and women who have raised all of these young black boys who have turned into young black men and adult men who just wreak havoc on the community. They have no value for life at all. And it's why I tell people maybe 30% of the black men and 30% of black women even worth saving. The other 70, you need not procreate with. You need to look, man. You need to figure out and find you another woman or another man. But you don't want to be procreating with these type of people. It's just savages. And that's what they create, savages. Not understanding they control their own community. They allowing all of this to happen in their community. They allow their communities to be run down and riddled with gun violence, drugs, prostitution, drug addicts everywhere. If you would turn these people in, you wouldn't have these people in your communities. But you're not going to turn them in. You know why they're not going to turn them in? Because a lot of these children are their sons. Or that's the little boy, they know his mother. And I babysat him. He ain't really that bad. I'm going to just pray to God and he'll deliver us from it.
And then a motherfucker. Baby. When I tell y'all I was almost in one of these dryers, look now the police coming. This is crazy. I can't believe it. Clothes. The boy was washing his clothes. And look at these babies in here. Thank God.
Look at that, little babies who seen that. Little babies. But let's not even worry about the babies just yet. Now she's saying the boy was washing his clothes. When all this started, she didn't know what the boy was doing. But this is how gossip gets started. This is how stories get started. Because you'll have people just ripping and running and they'll be around and they'll start telling stories if they've seen it. But if you ain't there to really watch all of this transpire, they're going to go to this woman and she going to tell a story as if she was literally watching. And she just told you, I really ain't see nothing. I was hiding under this thing right here. Now she telling other people, hey man, he was, and you could tell she smoke a lot of squares. You can hear it in her voice. Smoke a lot of squares and drink. But that's beside the point also. Let's just stay focused. She gonna tell these people as if she actually saw what was going on. What's worse? Little children in that laundromat. And see, the sad thing is these parents understand the environment they're raising these children in, yet they still continue to procreate anyway in that environment. But they'll tell you, I love my child. I would never have a child in this type of environment. That's not love. That's not love. It's I need a meal ticket. If that's what you want to call it, I need a meal ticket, that's fine. That ain't love, having a child and raising a child in that type of environment. You don't bring a child into the world in that type of environment and say you love them, because you can't protect them from this.
God, but thank God they shot who they came for.
See that? Thank God they shot who they came for. I told you, there's no value for life from even for these people, from the mothers and the elders in the community. This is disgusting. How many men are you going to actually see around? How many fathers are actually around this area? You're just going to see a whole bunch of young boys, young men who are the father, who are the husband, basically the de facto husband, son to all of these single black women who've had a shitload of children, who are destroying all of these communities. Destroying it. But they'll get on TV and they button up suits and all of this with their head laid down and say, yeah, I made some mistakes, but I'm a new person now and I've changed. Yeah, you've changed. But look at the shitload of gremlins you got running out here terrorizing the world right now. Who gonna change them? And they'll try and act like, hey, don't hold me accountable for them. I'm a single mother. I did the best I could. No, you laid down and spread your legs for men who had no intention of sticking around and raising these kids.
Crazy. This is crazy. Baby, don't ask me no questions, police. I was up under the table. Let me the fuck up out of here. That's all I want.
Now, she just was saying she saw the boy folding his clothes. Now she's going to come and tell you what? Don't ask me no questions, police. I was folding clothes. I ain't seen nothing. This is how it goes. All of these people keep getting shot and everybody turns the other way. Police come over, somebody gets shot, everybody jumping, hands up. I seen who did it. How could you say you love your community and you trying to protect your community and push this culture forward, and you're harboring all of these criminals? You're harboring them. You're protecting them for them to come right back out here and prey on somebody else another day. And all we keep hearing is let the police do their job.
That's all I want to go. This is crazy. The man was washing his clothes. This is crazy.
Now, that's the end of that video. And that video just happened literally about an hour ago. Like I said, I'm not going to do too much cursing on here. I'm not going to be too disrespectful on here. I'm going to just start sitting this in your lap, day in, day out, time in and time out. I'm going to just start bringing forth more attention into why this culture is the way it is, be it past or present. I'm getting ready to bring it all and sit it right in everybody's lap and let them see. Again, hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the share button. It's the Hood Nerd. I'm out.